Filter characteristics. Waveguide filter is an electronic filter constructed with waveguide technology. Filters are a basic component of electronic engineering designs and have numerous applications. These include selection of a signal and limitations of noise. So waveguides are hollow metal conduct inside which an electromagnetic wave may be transmitted. Filter are devices used to allow signals at some frequencies to pass either the pass band while others are rejected. Rejected is nothing but the stop band. Filters are a basic component of electronic engineering designs and have numerous applications. So waveguide filters are most useful in the microwave band of frequencies. We have the different frequency bands. You need to remember X, K, KU, S, L. All these bands we have from our syllabus. Okay, waveguide filters are most useful in the microwave band of frequencies where they are a convenient size and have low cost. Examples of microwave filter use are found in a satellite communication. The best example for this waveguide filters is you need to find in the satellite communication or telephone networks. The best examples for these waveguide filters. So in the satellite communication we were using, so we are able to use on telephone networks and television broadcasting. So basically from those three areas we are able to use our waveguide filters. Okay, so the waveguide filters were developed during World War II. You need to remember World War II to meet the needs of radar and electronic countermeasures. But afterwards, some applications such as use in microwave links. Applications use as microwave links. So much of post-war development was concerned with reducing the bulk and weight of these filters. First, by using new analysis technique that led to elimination of unnecessary components, then by innovation such as dual mode cavity and novel material such as ceramic resonators. You need to see this waveguide from the slide, waveguide post filter. You need to see we are using this in real time also in the laboratory of microwave engineering. Okay, now once you comes under offline now we'll able to use this waveguide post filter. Okay, so a particular feature of waveguide filter, a design concern the mode of transmission. Systems based on pair of conducting wires and similar technologies have only one mode of transmission. In the waveguide systems, any number of modes are possible. This can be both a disadvantage as modes frequently cause problems and an advantage as a dual mode design can be much smaller than the equivalent waveguide single mode design. The chief advantage of waveguide filters over other technologies are their ability to handle high power and their low loss. The chief disadvantages are the bulk and cost when compared with technologies such as microstrip filter. There is a wide array of different types of waveguide filters Many of them consisting of a chain of coupled resonators of some kind that can be modeled as a ladder network of LC circuits. One of the most common type consisting of a number of coupled resonant cavities. Even with this type, there are many subtypes, mostly differentiated by the means of coupling. These coupling types: resonator filters, insert filters, fine line filters, corrugated waveguide filters, and stub filters. A number of waveguide components have filter theory applied to their design, but their purpose is something other than to filter signals. Such devices include impedance matching components, directional couplers, and duplexers. These devices frequently take on the form of a filter, at least in part. You need to see the figure waveguide post filter. Next, from today's contents, you need to remember the first one is what is the scope of waveguide filter? What are the basic concepts we have from waveguide filter? And what are the advantages and disadvantages of waveguide filter? From basic concepts, you need to remember inside in the basic concepts we have filters, waveguides, modes, cutoff frequencies, dominate modes, evanescent modes. So in the basic concepts, we have a 6 sub-concepts. So we need to remember filters, waveguides, modes, cutoff, dominate mode, evanescent modes. First one, scope. What is the scope of a waveguide filter? The common meaning of waveguide, when the term is used unqualified, is the hollow metal kind or occasionally dielectric field. But other waveguide technologies are possible. It means that the scope of this article is limited to the metal conduct type. It means that the post-wall waveguide structure is something of a variant, but is related enough to include in this article. The wave is mostly surrounded by conducting material. It means that it is possible to construct waveguides out of dielectric rods. The most well-known example being optical fiber. The best example for this is, I think you know very well regarding optical fibers. The subject is outside the scope of the article with the exemption that dielectric rod resonators are sometimes used inside hollow metal waveguide. Transmission line technologies such as conducting wires and microstrip can be thought of as waveguides, but are not commonly called such and are also outside the scope. This is the scope of a waveguide filter. Next content is basic concept. So we have a different types of basic concepts for waveguide filter. From that, the first one is filter. In electronics, filters are used to allow signals of a certain bands of frequencies to pass while blocking others. It means that you know it, the basic function of a filter. The filters which allows a certain range of frequencies. If we have a high frequency high pass filter, it allows only high frequency signals, it blocks the low frequency signals. So the basic function is used to allow the signals of a certain band of frequencies only, okay, to pass while blocking others. They are a basic building blocks of the electronic system and have a great many applications. Among that, the use of waveguide filter are the construction of a duplexer, you need to remember, multiplexer, selectivity, noise limitations in receiver, and harmonic distortion suppression in transmitters. The use of a waveguide filter are the construction of a duplexer, multiplexer, selectivity, noise limitation in receivers, and harmonic distortion suppression in transmitters. So these are the uses of waveguide filters. Next, second basic concept is waveguides. Waveguides are metal conduits used to confine and direct radio signals. The waveguides are metal direct radio signals. You need to remember. They are usually made of brass, but aluminium and copper are also used. You need to remember, they are usually made of brass, but aluminium and copper are also be used. Most commonly they are rectangular. Most commonly they are rectangular, but other cross sections such as circular or elliptical are possible. A waveguide filter is a filter composed of waveguide components. A waveguide filter is a filter composed of waveguide components. It has much the same range of applications as other filter technologies in the electronics and radio engineering, but is very different mechanically and in principle of operation. You need to remember, it is very difficult mechanically and in principle of operation. The technologies used for constructing filters is chosen to a larger extent by the frequency of operation that is expected, although there is a large amount of overlap. Low frequency applications such as audio electronic cues filter composed of discrete capacitor and inductor. Discrete capacitor and inductor. Somewhere in the very high frequency band, designers switch to using components made of piece of transmission line. These kind of designs are called a distributed element filter. These kind of designs are called distributed element filter. What are these? These means these electronics used filter composed of discrete capacitor and inductors. So by using these discrete capacitor and inductor, whatever you want to design, you need to call such type of designs are called as distributed element filter. Filters made from discrete components are sometimes called lumped element filters. To distinguish them, at still higher frequencies, the microwave bands, the design switches to waveguide filter are sometimes a combination of waveguides and transmission lines. Next one is modes. Next basic concept is modes. Waveguide filters have much waveguide filters have much more in common with transmission line filter than lumped element filter. This is the very important from the last topic. What is the last one? This one, waveguide. From the modes, one of the most important difference in the operation of waveguide compared to transmission line design concern the mode of transmission of the electromagnetic wave carrying the signal. It means that the operation of waveguide filter compared to transmission line design concern the mode of transmission of the electromagnetic wave carrying the signal.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Nan.
Sir, actually we have aptitude class at 10:30, sir. Aptitude session.
Okay.
So we thought we should say to you and we'll leave.
Now you want to leave, huh?
Yes, sir. Most of the members have aptitude session, sir.
How many of you having aptitude session?
Can we raise our hands, sir?
No. You need to give a number, sir, to SCR.
Sir,
Okay,
I'm
now.
404.
No. You need to hand over your number. Your number to your CR or concern GR.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now.
Okay, sir.
Or else the problem will come. We have to give attendance to you, right?
Okay, sir.
Because that reason we are asking. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Wait, Nana. Wait 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, better to give your number to your CR or GR and leave.
Okay, sir. We'll.
Right. See, the conductor constrains the current to be parallel to the line, and consequently both the magnetic and electric components of the electromagnetic field are perpendicular to the direction of travel of the wave. You need to remember the conductors constrain the current to be parallel to the line, and consequently both the magnetic and electric components of the electromagnetic field are perpendicular to the direction of travel of the wave. This transverse mode is designated TEM, transverse electromagnetic. Okay. On the other hand, there are infinitely many modes that any completely hollow waveguide can support, but the TEM mode is not one of them. Waveguide modes are designated either TE or TM, you know it from the last topic. The modes are designated either TE or TM, not both, but it followed by a pair of suffixes identifying the precise mode. This multiplicity of modes can cause problems in the waveguide filter when modes are generated. Actually, designs are usually based on a single mode and frequently incorporate features to suppress the unwanted modes. On the other hand, advantage can be had from choosing the right mode for the application. So depends on your application, you need to choose any one of the mode where only a single mode is in use. The waveguide can be modeled like a conducting transmission line, and results from transmission line theory can be applied. So these are the modes you need to see. TE10 mode. From the TE mode, this is the dominant mode, TE10.